Hi, hey, what's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Today is Saturday, February 22nd, 2025. This is Share Beer Show 785. We got Bum and Joe D in the house. That is who you're getting today. You can start for some that might be a little scary. By the way, did you hear that, Bum? The sound effects there, and I didn't even get a chance to ask.
Yeah, loud and clear.
So I put a link in the chat. Anybody wants to jump in, but for now, all you've got's me and Bum. Mark is he used a sick day today. He called in sick, but he rumor has it he's actually at a concert. You know how that is with America's workforce these days. They use PTO to go to concerts that should be on their own time, but we won't hold them. We won't hold it against them too much. Teen Wolf won't be here either. He's very much excused. He's got a pass as long as he needs it. He is a working man these days. What? How does that song go? There's a working man song.
That's Rush.
That's right. Yes. Yeah.
From the first album.
So
and he mentions in the song, he mentions opening a nice cold beer in the song.
Okay. Yeah. I should dial up those lyrics, and kind of read some of those out. But yeah, Teen Wolf is his cute. He has an excuse as long as he needs it. He's a working man of now 3 kids. Woof, just like that. Poof. Tom's he's grown before our very eyes there, Bum. Wow. Isn't that something when you think about Tom?
Yeah.
Right? Like, kind of how far he's come. I mean,
yeah, because I think when he first joined the show, I don't even think he was working. I think he might have been unemployed at that point.
Yeah, I think I remember him in his parents' basement or something. Or...
That I don't know about, but I don't think he was working. But he's making more money than I am now.
He's doing okay. Yeah, he's working pretty darn hard these days. So good for him. Hey Adam, good to see you, man, in the chat. Right.
Oh yeah, good to see you, Adam. Haven't been a long time.
The link's there, my friend, if you want to jump in. We haven't seen you in quite some time. Okay, right off the bat, Bum, make sure you have some in your glass.
Yeah.
Or your cup or your can or your bottle. We have a big salute to give to somebody, man. Somebody close to the show had to go to the hospital yesterday, have an emergency surgery either late last night or early this morning. Dear friend of the show, Lance Bell.
Really?
So I just wanted to say that our best wishes are with you. We hope you pull through.
That's just between me and you, Joe, right?
Yeah. Just between us. Okay. Just want to make sure that that hopefully he'll pull through and cheers.
Yeah, cheers to Lance.
For those that don't know that reference, boy, I don't even know how long ago that happened. But
well, it's happened several times.
Lance famously has gotten on this show and done exactly just that, so that the wife doesn't hear him in the other room. That is the only person he was trying. But I think he sincerely believes that it was not going to be heard by anybody else.
Vega, I don't know if Vega is in the chat. He may not be yet, but that will be Vega will be happy to hear that Lance, he's a Lance fan. So
yeah.
So how did you find out about this?
He posts on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Okay.
On Facebook, he posted that he's doing better, and he's out, and he looked good. You know what I'm saying? For
Yeah.
somebody, I don't have any idea what kind of surgery or any other details like that. He had a tube in his nose,
Oh my.
but other than that, I have absolutely no idea. But
And it's funny. I was going back and looking through my date books where I keep track of stuff in, which I've been doing for decades. Occasionally, I just like to go back and see what was and say, oh, let's see what was happening a year ago right now. And I just looked yesterday and I saw it was just a year ago that Lance came on the show and reported the demise of R. Shea Brewing. Do you remember that? That was my favorite, my brewery that I
yeah,
loved in Ohio that made the Emperor of the Known Universe double Oreo peanut butter chocolate pastry stout that I sent you guys.
yeah.
Yeah, because they had done a he had started a GoFundMe and he wanted trying to raise $2 million via GoFundMe, which was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And he said if they didn't reach the goal, they were going to close by the spring. Well, Lance got on here in February last year and broke the news that they had already closed.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that was a year ago. I believe that might have been Lance's most recent appearance here last February. So
Yeah. So it's always good to hear when we're not the show's been around long enough now, that ain't none of us getting any younger, and unfortunately, we've had people close to the show pass away at this point.
yeah,
We've been around long enough where salute to him, Greg. Rest his soul, is no longer with us, and there might be a few others that we don't know about either,
right.
that we haven't heard from. Kind of some question marks in there, especially in the malt liquor community, because dear God, man, they're always on the edge of
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I just heard Havana say that Mr. Rayner is still around. He apparently went on somebody's live stream drinking whiskey and not even wearing a ski mask. So
Really?
he's still around, but I don't know what kind of shape he's in. I guess he just hasn't had any motivation to make any malt liquor videos, which if he's still drinking, which he probably shouldn't be based on what we saw with him in the heart monitor. But if he is still drinking, I wish he would make some malt liquor videos. We do miss him.
There's Hans. He says, "I want beer." Well, you're the one in control of that, my friend. We've all seen you want a beer or two before, so we know you're capable.
So, so since you mentioned, Joe, that Lance happily pulled through,
Yes.
unfortunately, this week for Pittsburgh people, and we do have a couple Pittsburgh people that watch.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Marshall Jim Duncan and Hugh Tube. I am currently drinking a 2-year-old Labatt Blue, and I have it in totally proper glassware here, as you can see.
Yep, absolutely.
With the Penguins logo on the back. And I am drinking a 2.5-year-old can of Labatt Blue in honor of legendary Penguins broadcaster, and the can is dripping on me as I speak because I bottom opened it. Mike Lang,
Oh, okay.
who
Well,
passed away this week at the age of 76. He retired 4 years ago. And here is the light version. Every year, Labatt does commemorative cans for the Penguins. They've been doing it for 10 years. The Penguins, definitely the Buffalo Sabres and the Detroit Red Wings. And I'm not sure if there's any other team, but Usually it's just a different design with a logo on it, but it was very cool that they did these after Mike Lang retired.
Yeah,
So,
very cool. Well, we rolled out. Cheers to that, man.
So Mike Lang, a legendary broadcaster, and I'm not the greatest hockey fan in the world, but I also realize that Mike Lang was one of the best hockey broadcasters ever. The Mike Lang was, to me, one of the toughest. I think it's being a hockey play-by-play guy is the toughest of all sports, just because of the speed. Even more so, Mike Lang was able to do something that even good hockey play-by-play guys are not always able to do. Mike Lang actually made listening to the games on the radio interesting. And that's tough. And that's tough.
Yeah, you've got a comment here. R.I.P. Mike Lang and
John Burnett, who Tommy Carroll said, when did the Pirates open their spring season? I think they did either today or yesterday.
Yeah.
But yeah, John Burnett was a guy who was around in on local Pittsburgh TV on KDKA for decades. He was your, as I read in the newspaper article, he was the last of a sorry to use the expression, a dying breed, but he was a definite utility man. He hosted a local morning talk show for a lot of years. He was, Joe, you had PM Magazine in your town, right? PM Magazine. It was on like every night at 7:30.
I don't recall. Honestly, don't.
Okay. It was like a syndicated thing where they had national segments and then they would have local segments too, and they adapted it to different local areas. And the Pittsburgh version was called Evening Magazine. And John Burnett hosted that for a lot of years. And then he hosted a local talk show, and that show ended, and there was nothing really left for them to do with him. So they made him a weatherman, and he ended up being a weatherman for like the last 20 years of his career.
Wow.
And he got good at it. So he was he was a good, talented guy. And most people now on local TV only specialize in one thing. He could do a lot. He was capable of doing a lot of stuff. So he was one of the last of the local utility men.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. That also, I am not bitter. I am also a very, very, extremely, very casual hockey fan. I'm not bitter. So a big salute to Canada for winning the 4 seasons. They beat Team USA. I thought that was some fantastic hockey, man. It got someone that's a casual fan like myself to pay attention. My God, that was fast, very physical hockey.
I did not watch any of it, but unfortunately, I heard that just like everything else now, they're trying to make it political.
Yeah, well, I don't think
it was like the fans booing the national anthem and the opposing national anthem and stuff.
Yeah, in Canada, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, the hockey was phenomenal. It was really good stuff. It's definitely got the NBA and some of the others rethinking their all-star games, right? The way they do it, the way they go about it, the competitiveness of it. Because man, hockey was great. And what is the Winter Olympics next year?
I've lost track. I don't pay attention to the Olympics anymore.
I think it is. Is it next year? I think.
And since they split them up too, it's harder to remember.
Yeah. So, just looking forward to it again. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they do something like that again. It's fun to watch the outdoor hockey, when they play outside in the instead of in an arena. That those type of games are kind of fun to watch. Those kind of bring a casual fan like me back in as well. But my God, the physicality and the speed of that Four Nations was something to watch. That was pretty cool. I didn't watch full games, but I would watch, a 10, 15 minutes, if you will, and then tune in on YouTube and watch highlights, as I normally do for a lot of different sports, motorsports, especially the NBA. That's pretty much how I digest the NBA now, is right here on YouTube. Um, that's how I do it. And speaking of, okay, there is something that I have talked about for a long time now, and the rest of the world is finally catching up. And that is, for quite a while now, YouTube has been the number one streamer out there, period. You can combine Netflix, Hulu, you name the streamer, you could combine all of them and they still don't come close to this platform that we are on, YouTube. That's how big YouTube is these days. Well, now YouTube users watch more on their television sets than on mobile. It has now passed people watching on their TVs has passed it. In December's report, YouTube shares was a record high share of 11.1%, with an increase of 7% over the previous month. Where's the numbers where they talk about that it passed it? I didn't quite get through this whole piece here, but that was the main point of the piece, is that it surpassed. So more people are sitting down on their sofa, firing up their Fire Stick, their Apple TV, or just their smart TV in general, whatever Google platform they may be using, their Google TV or their Roku, whatever streaming device they are using, they are firing it up to YouTube and tuning into YouTube more on their TV, enjoying it on their TV than on their any mobile device. So, any thoughts on that at all, Bum? I don't know if you do or not, but
Yeah, I watch on my TV, but it just seems, and I know this is not an issue for you, Joe, because you have the level with no commercials.
yes,
I just watch with the ads, and it's getting more and more frustrating. And it seems like now, watching on my TV, I swear the ads come more frequently than if I watch on my computer. And also, they just, and I knew this was coming. I said this years ago to a lot of people. When the first ads appeared and you could click them off after 5 seconds, I was like, yeah, this is just the beginning. They're conditioning us. Eventually, we won't be able to click off the ads until 10 seconds into the ad, then 15 seconds. It's been 15 for a while now, but a lot. You got to watch 30 seconds worth of multiple ads, and you can click them off at various times just so it adds up to 30 or 60 seconds worth of ads. And now I have fallen asleep watching stuff on my TV, and I'll wake up and it's in the middle of a damn 60-minute ad.
You 60 minutes.
You can click it. Sometimes it's in sometimes it's a music video. Somebody's pushing their music or something, or some other boo shit.
Yeah.
You do have the option to click it off after a certain period, but if you don't, it doesn't go a minute anymore. It could go up to an hour. I've seen things I think go up to 90 minutes if you don't click them off. And that's the quote unquote ad, which is bullshit. And I absolutely refuse to cave in and pay to have no ads. I just deal with it, or I just won't watch on TV anymore.
Yeah, I can't stand ads. So I will pay whatever it takes. I get Hulu with no ads. I get YouTube Premium. As you can tell, when I do start showing the YouTube here in a minute, you'll see up in the top left corner, YouTube Premium. You know, what I like about it also is you get YouTube Music, and now they include podcasts in that as well, um, and a few other little things. I believe it's $13 or $14 a month now, but to me, it's worth it. I don't like getting ads. I don't like uh, any sort of marketing trying to influence my opinion, how I think, how I make my purchases. I want all that to be my own. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I don't mind paying that little bit extra. Um, but so I am completely unaware on how it works with the ads now. I've been hearing different things. I've been hearing talking about like they paused the video, they got through the ads, paused the video because they wanted to, I don't know, go to the bathroom, took a little longer than they thought, and they come back to an ad from pausing a video.
Oh, wow. Okay, that I have not heard about.
So I've heard different things like that as well. But overall, what I think is great about YouTube and using it as your mainstream. Now, by the way, to answer Nemo's question, he had this question a second ago. A lot of people replace cable with YouTube TV. I wonder if that is included in the data, if I think if it's just YouTube/YouTube Premium. It's just YouTube, not YouTube TV. That is definitely different. Um, YouTube and YouTube Premium are the same thing. That's the same product. YouTube TV is a different product, not included in that data. But what's fantastic about YouTube is I can watch damn near anything right now. You know what I'm saying? Like the airplane incident in Toronto. I was on local streaming live Toronto news like that. You know what I'm saying? Clicked on it. I'm watching live. I'm watching the live feed straight from Toronto right now. All the fires are happening in LA. Boom. I'm watching. I get updates on Pittsburgh news just as much as I would mine here in Phoenix. Like you know what I'm saying? There's certain cities that I like getting updates on, and I get the updates. And some of these cities I get even a little mixed up because I've seen the newscasters so much. I'm like, what city is that again? Like, you know, because I like to get updates on these different stories that are happening in different parts of the country, or in some cases different parts of the world. And it's a lot of fun to get those updates right now. Bobby Miller got hit, bam, by a pitch. Spring training a couple days ago, boom, I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? Someone's uploaded a video about it. Just you name it. If you have anything that comes to your mind, it's on YouTube. You can just run a search, boom, you're there. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's just a great way to watch, and they have so many movies and all sorts of other things, TV shows, so many other things you can watch that are complete. I'm not going to say free, completely included in the service. So I thoroughly enjoy it. I I could see where someone would just say, you know what, I'm gonna not only am I gonna cut the cord, I'm not gonna pay for another streaming service. I'm gonna pay for YouTube Premium because I am getting so much value out of it. Takes a little while for that to come around, but man, I get a lot of value out of it. Bragging about Hulu. I like Hulu. I'm a big Family Guy fan. I used to have Hulu so that I could get what is it, bum? So I could get Seinfeld. I used to
Yeah.
have Hulu for that. And then Seinfeld switched and went to Netflix. So I was going to give up Netflix. Well, switching that over made me, stay with Netflix And I quit Hulu for a while, but then I found out that, you know what, man, there's a few things I like to watch on Hulu. And Hulu is really good at putting those television shows that you like to watch pretty much on the next day, and you can stream them at your leisure, and of course I have the no ad, so I can stream them, you know uh ad free, which I enjoy thoroughly. I think that's I feel like that's somewhere around 15 or 16 bucks a month. Not sure exactly, but definitely worth it to me. um I am a big true crime and murder person. I love to watch all that sort of stuff. 48 hours and all those types of shows. Hulu has a ton of that. So if you're a true crime and murder watcher, like Last 48 or First 48, something like that, all those types of shows, good thing to watch. Hell, you could watch the chairman get arrested on Hulu.
There you go. Yeah, it's funny you said that. Nemo just mentioned if you want to see a guy drink malt liquor in a ski mask and enjoy a tomahawk steak, you can on YouTube.
You can do anything from watching that to actually getting real content, on YouTube. I think I just find it's freaking great. Coach still has that beer cap in his stomach. Yeah, I don't know. I think Coach says that went down the river, but he didn't give us any details.
Yeah, we never got an update.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's one. Hold this colostomy bag, Coach. Yeah, huh? We never got any details on that at all. I wanted to get the blow by blow on how recovering said bottle cap. It wasn't a bottle cap. It was what do you call it? The tab?
A pool tab, not a pool tab.
The tab. Yeah,
the tab.
Beer tab. I wanted to get the skinny, if you will, on how that was going to go down. By the way, after the malt liquor report, I've got some ranting to do about freaking driving. All you idiots need to learn how to drive as well.
Oh, yeah, I'll be able to join you on that.
I feel like I'm going to have one of those Peter Griffin. You know what really grinds my gears? You remember that episode?
I'm not a huge Family Guy person, so I've never.
But yeah, I feel like I'm going to have a full-on Peter Griffin rant. Just, you know what really grinds my gears, when he was doing that little piece. But in any case, we're going to find out what Billy D thinks about some of these events, and YouTube being streamed more on TVs now, and other things. Oh yeah. Always looking fantastic.
Billy D likes having his gears ground.
He does like having them. We got the light up. There we go.
All right, I was going to call an audible, but we will continue with this planned beer. Tonight's different packaging style is this version of the 12-ounce Victoria bottle. Oh. I believe I've had the red skull label, I think. Mm-hmm. I've certainly had it on the 32-ounce bottle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I may have had it. I would have to go back and check. So I got enough different packaging of the Mexican lagers to last me to the summer, I believe.
Yeah. And Nemo says Phoenix does have some truly awful driving. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, by the way, Bum, breaking news here.
What?
Breaking news. We have Mrs. Robinson.
Oh,
said it came out ... eventually.
Okay. Thank you, Mandy, for that update.
Yeah, that's the ... bum. There any reading between the dots, if
Yeah, that could potentially mean 10 minutes ago.
yeah,
If I wish one of your guys had children, if I could kick them in their fucking head or stomp on their testicles so you could feel my pain, because that's the pain I had waking up every day.
I think that might be some of the pain that Coach had.
A special fuck you, though, to the Sharab.
Yeah.
Fuck you, fucking Abdullah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nemo, by the way, says that's the regular Victoria label.
Right. Yeah, the painted label. Yeah, I knew the skull one is like commemorative or temporary or special with edition speciale.
Yes, correct.
Mexican lager is always good.
Mm-hmm. Actually, very much so. Yeah.
So, okay, we're going to start out with the chairman of the new MLDC. This is Lone Wolf.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So let's see what we got here.
Yeah, let's see here. Did Coach, what did he say here? Did Coach
have a new terrorist? I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that.
So before we play the clip, we will set this up.
Okay.
Now, as I might have mentioned in the past, we all know what happened with the chairman, Steel Worldwide, and Big Rome. Just I keep wanting to call him Havana.
Yeah.
So there was kind of a separation there. No hate or anything. But after what happened, we played Havana saying, yeah, I don't know if I'll meet with him again. Well, things had been warming up a little bit lately. I think more on Big Rome's part, to the point where he was even thinking, yeah, maybe I will meet up with Steele again. So this is Lone Wolf mentioning this in his video from this week. So go to 335.
Okay. 335. We'll share the screen. Go here, go there. And 335 it is.
And I should mention what's playing in the background of Lone Wolf is from a movie. That's not
That's not a real shot of a video that he personally produced.
Right.
Just a movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Same with Jay Vega. I know he has that heat in his blood, and that's why he's second in command. I feel bad for Rome. He's stuck in the middle since he's back to being friends with Steele, and that's all right. He's a grown man. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. We already warned him. That's on him. Whatever fucking happens, that's on him. He's going to find out eventually, but until then, whatever, that's his business, so I ain't worried about it. You don't got to worry about it either, Rome. You just do your thing. You've been doing a good job making a lot of videos, and Rome has actually been following the whole good vibes thing, so shout out to Rome doing it right. And I don't know where everybody else is. They're lacking, not putting in work, besides Jay Vega, I believe, canned up. If you want out, now's the time to say you want out.
If you want out.
Because shit might get real. And I can't predict what's going to happen on that one, folks.
Oh, man.
Shit might get real.
Do you have to be like jumped in and jumped out, bum? Is that
I'm not sure. I'm not
is
sure.
there some kind of initiation to get in and out?
There wasn't for me to get in.
Yeah, well, some people are kind of grandfathered in. I would imagine others might have to take some sort of initiation.
Well, I'm old enough to be a grandfather. Maybe that's how I got in.
That was the qualifications. Yeah. Yeah.
So, Havana, Lone Wolf gave this, kind of not warning, but reminder to Big Rome this week that, something will eventually happen with him and the chairman.
Mm-hmm.
The chairman Steel Worldwide. So,
well, there it is. Blood in, blood out.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
There you go. So we'll save. We will conclude this malt liquor report with what ended up happening.
Okay.
We were going to play it next, but we'll wrap it up with what ended up happening.
Oh,
that'll.
Here's another one. Vegas saying you have to snort a ground ghost pepper.
Oh my God.
If you do that, you should record it. Of course, you need to post it and keep it up long enough for this show, right? Bum, wouldn't you like to see a ghost pepper snorting?
Oh my God. I'm sure somebody's attempted it. I'm sure it's there's an example of you can find anything on YouTube. I have no doubt you could find somebody.
Oh shit. Oh my God. Let me run.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ted Barris had attempted it at one point, but I think all his videos are gone.
Snorting oh my God, you ain't kidding. Here it is. No way. No effing way. How accurate do you think this is, Bum? Are you ready for this? Here we go. We just talked about it. Here's a short. Okay, here's one that's 33 seconds. Let's see. Ghost pepper dust.
So we've just done the fire dust.
That's pretty shit.
Pretty hot. I'm going to snort some.
Oh, my tongue is like... Oh, wow. Pain for pleasure.
That's hot. And I need to sneeze really badly. I've gone like deaf in one ear.
That's a good sign.
Look at his eyes.
One ear.
Yeah, that's what you need to film.
I'm looking at his eyes. I think he might have snorted something other than a ghost pepper before they yeah.
Can we see this guy real quick? Because he's standing in front of a cutting board.
Now, what guy in his right mind that age would do that?
A few hours ago that I offend people with my videos. You know what? Fuck them. I don't care. I'm gonna keep doing the crazy ass shit I do, no matter what. Making people laugh,
Uncle Delaney,
bringing joy to their life, even if it's at my cause of me getting fucking hurt or whatever. I don't give a fuck.
We're gonna fast
right?
forward.
It ain't any worse than what Jackass does.
All right, here. We're gonna fast forward a minute in. Okay, he cut up.
I'm gonna leave some flakes on there too, for when other people cook shit on this cutting board. It adds a little spice to their life.
There he goes. He's got a straw. Jameson?
And no, I'm not drunk. Yet. What the fuck? Ugh.
Oh.
Okay, that burns.
Dude.
Oh, that really burns. Oh, fuck me. Wash her down with some Jameson.
Oh, man.
How old is that video, Joe?
This video is 7 years old, my friend.
Yeah, I wonder if he's still alive.
Oh, let's go to the Delaney, Uncle Delaney channel. Here he is a year ago. Wow. George calls me out November. I don't know what this guy is all about, but he did that video. That's all I know. He did that video, Bum. Any thoughts? What are your thoughts, man? That's wow. Okay, there's a great example. We were talking about something. We went in cold. We just mentioned it. I never dreamed anybody would actually do it, let alone film it. And there it was 7 years ago. That Bobo did it.
Well, I don't even know what to say. There, I mean, I literally do not know what to say. For a man that age, I could see younger people just being dumb and just doing stupid stuff, reckless stuff. But a guy that old, he ought to be ashamed of himself.
Neckbone says white lives matter. Nemo says, and he only got 14 likes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's probably a self-made billionaire by now.
So, yeah, Bobby Joe Gentry show said Ted Barris took a bong of ghost pepper. I do remember that video.
Oh,
he was suffering afterwards.
Oh, James had a great comment. I almost missed it. There it is. Snorting if two women smoke.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is a great comment, my friend. You've got to be a a long-time viewer of the show in order to kind of get that inside joke. I'm not even going to explain it.
Or just going back a couple months.
That's true. He was just on here, wasn't he? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time he's in the chat, he makes that offer. So
yeah, he does. And there's no telling. He might be in later today. Who knows? Tonight. Yeah.
So our next clip, we got some leftovers tonight, I will admit.
Okay.
So this is Vega, and just go to 3:30.
3:30. Did we have another? Okay. Get this link. Put this in here. 3:30.
What'd it do?
What happened to my there? Come on. Oh, did I pause it again? Darn it.
Hoarders, pack rats, talking to you, Bum.
Oh.
But, you need that as well.
Just talking about the Mexican blogger drinking community. That's all.
Fake passport or a
no charge. That was
burner social security card or something like that, Best believe Bum's got that shit in a binder somewhere. Modelo.
Okay.
Lager.
Okay, we're not done with the binder talk.
Okay.
Now, this was a couple weeks ago. Joe, I don't know if you heard about this or not. Some woman, I guess, claimed to set some kind of record, sleeping with 1,000 guys in 12 hours.
Oh dear God, those things have been done, and those gangbangs.
Yeah. I didn't. If there's footage, I didn't see any of it. I didn't seek it out. I saw a picture of the woman. Somebody. No, I can't remember. Somebody did the math and said it's highly unlikely. I mean, as far as it may have physically happened, but as far as sleep there, if the definition of sleeping with them is these guys lasting until completion, that it would have to be every 40 seconds, and that is extremely unlikely. So I don't know if there's video evidence or not. Don't know, don't care. But here is what Vega has to say at 15:20.
Okay.
And Vega mentions various YouTubers who would have participated. And he mentions one in particular who would have volunteered to be guy number 1000.
Yeah, it's anything past one.
Anything past one, forget it.
That's like, I don't know. But okay, so not in the same video, this in a different link, right?
Different link, yeah.
Yeah, okay. 15
20.
All right, 15:20. There we go. There it is. Man, for some reason it's kind of lagging on me tonight. There we are.
Bum would have had nothing to do with it.
Uh-oh.
Other than collecting the 100 condom wrappers and putting them in a fucking binder. I'll show myself out. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah. So what would you collect? Is that something suitable?
Condom wrappers and putting them in a binder?
Yeah.
No, I only the best way to put it would be and I think I've mentioned this on the show before. The only ticket stubs I save and put in a binder are for ones for the events that I personally attend.
Mm-hmm. And you can't even do that anymore, right? The days of getting a ticket stub or.
But that was just making an analogy. But yes, you are correct on the ticket stubs.
I mean, it's a damn shame.
Yeah, for a while, I was actually printing out the email that contained the code that they scan, and that was my ticket stub, and you can't even do that anymore.
Yeah,
now it's just on the app.
They completely devalued that whole part of the experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame.
But
okay, sorry about that.
Yep. Right back there, I got a binder full of my ticket stubs.
Yeah,
not condom wrappers though.
Not condom wrappers.
Yeah.
Boy, like what would that look like? Right? Like if one were to have kept condom wrappers since condom wrappers were distributed, not invented, but distributed. Man, you're talking World War II?
Maybe even before then. I'm actually not sure when they were invented or as far as packaged.
I feel like I heard stories about soldiers getting condoms in one of the world wars. Like I don't know if they came in sea rats per se, but like it was a common distributed thing.
If they were in the rations, I've never heard about it.
Yeah, I've never. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But one of those items that soldiers and sailors could quickly get a hold of as this new thing to help you with, and they might not have always been. They might have been sheep, some sort of material or sheep skin or sheep. Don't they have like
sheep intestines or
something? Yeah, I don't know.
Intestine line. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of gonna get in the. We're gonna get out of this because I'll take the hit for ice cream. I kind of know about ice cream. I took the hit on ice cream talk on this show. I don't mind taking that hit. Literally, condoms is out of my realm of expertise. I just was kind of like, it got me thinking about actual condom wrappers. If you were one to put these in a leaf from the beginning, how different they might actually
Oh
be.
yeah, I could actually envision somebody out there, not me, who would probably be into the history and the design of the wrappers. I could see that.
I am not searching because I don't want that in my algorithm.
Yeah.
As it is, it's already there. You know why, Bum? Because Google, they caption the whole show nowadays. The whole show can be searched, whether I want it to or not. It's
Oh yeah, I've zipped along the bottom and where the little captions come up as far as the whatever the current topping is. So yeah, you'll be able to scan through tonight's and it'll say condoms.
here now. How much do we trust? How much do we trust Vega on this? The ancient Egyptians made condoms out of crocodile dung.
I have no doubt that that is true.
Bum is controlling the Mexican lager narrative.
I think Mr. Dillon there is trying to start something where it doesn't exist.
Okay, Nemo's the guy that can say this. I have seen a Trojan condom salesman in meetings with Circle K in different chains. This is as deep as I want to go with this. I'm actually getting I'm getting uncomfortable with this topic, Bum. I'm out of here on this one. Yeah. Let's move on from this.
So you're saying you don't want to go deep into this topic?
I don't want to go deep into this. So yeah, hopefully I will take Nemo's tip and get out.
Oh, is that a reservoir tip, Joe?
Yeah, that's the there you go.
Okay, we will move on. Speaking of Vega, now Joe, that when we played last week's video of him and his rant about the previous week about Pat Numi, I knew that Vega would have something to say about what we chose to play and what we didn't, and I was correct. So this video is called Censorship and the Snuggie Situation. And I will say, he mentions the Snuggie, the Dorito Snuggie that he wore.
Yeah.
And he says, and once again, I believe him. This is logical. He said when he put it on and made the video, he had no idea what it looked like. But then after he uploaded the video, either after he uploaded it or after he went back and looked at the video before he uploaded it, he realized what it looked like at that point.
Yeah.
And he just said, screw it.
Yeah.
I'm uploading it anyway.
He realized what it looked like and what he looked like wearing it.
Yeah.
Right? In that context.
That's very believable.
Yeah. I'll give him that. Sure.
Yeah. So, okay. So go 1 minute into this video.
Okay. What's funny is knowing what was the part that we picked out of this last video that's on here now, and the next video that was about to play is teacher, this student trying to destroy evidence. That's kind of a oof. All right. So, all right. 1 minute, you said?
1 minute.
All right, here we go. 1 minute in. Here we go. There we are.
Is our friend here. Pat's all of our friends, and he's especially your friend, Joe. So, yeah. But we will play the rest of the video. So, just
okay, Bum. I was gonna get into a whole long fucking thing with this and get mad and shake my fist and spit in the fucking camera and whatnot.
Wait, but it's his camera. Like, why would you spit on your own?
Well, sometimes your anger and your rage overtakes common sense. And he actually, before he made this video, he made a community post saying, "Get ready, bum. The rage is coming."
Okay. All right. Fair enough. We'll replay again. Back it up. We'll back it up in the interest of fairness. You know how we are. So
I was going to get into a whole long fucking thing with this and get mad and shake my fist and spit in the fucking camera and whatnot. But no.
That was an old man clear of the throat.
See, it's real simple. The only thing I tiptoed on was that soulless ginger ass. That's the only thing I tiptoed on. No, bum, it's like this. Play all of it or don't play none of it. Don't do this half-ass shit. You know, folks is concerned about the Snuggie and whatnot, which I'm going to get to in a minute. But
preach.
You're the one that had no problem with me wiping the floor with the brown guy. But when it came time to give Opie Taylor the fucking ho-hos,
Taylor?
We got to preempt the program. Play it all or don't play none, bum.
Oh, boy.
That's all. That's all I'm saying.
He's flipping through the phone press and stuff, so I assume he's going to...
Y'all ready for this?
Oh, okay.
So go to 740.
740. Okay, here we go. So, all right. Play it all or don't play it. All right. I hope you learn. One of these days you'll learn.
One last thing on Patrick. I'm not going to get on Patrick's ass again.
Patrick?
I said everything I have to say about Patrick unless he opens his fucking mouth again. I mean, everybody knows that's the rules. You fucking open your mouth on camera, you're fucking fair game. Yeah, whatever. That's the way the game is fucking played. So, as long as he keeps his mouth closed, I'll keep mine closed. Ice.
Except when he's burping.
Except when he's burping. Now, right now, Pat's not saying anything, but he's still yapping. So what's the cutoff on this, bum? He's still yapping. Pat's not saying a damn thing. He wasn't here.
I will say he hasn't said anything since then. So maybe that's it.
Okay, so all right. Because he said if Pat's yapping, he's yapping. But Pat hasn't yapped and he's still yapping.
But he's letting yap via yap.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Go to 1335.
1335. Here we go. Almost to the end of this video. And there we go.
Play it all, bum, or don't play none of it. I'm very disappointed in you, bum. I think you totally compromised your journalistic integrity. Yep. And the rest of you can go fuck yourselves.
Oh, man. What happened there? All of a sudden he's deeply concerned about Bum and his journalistic integrity, but then the rest of us can go F ourselves. I don't know. It wasn't too long ago that me and him had this connection. Right? What was it? A few weeks ago that we had this bond, this connection, right? Where he felt like I was doing the right thing. And now I feel like this subliminal I can go F myself. I don't.
No, he doesn't. He just means all the viewers. I don't think he means you.
Yeah, I took that personally. I don't know. I'm so confused. I feel like Bobby Miller. Like
maybe the love fest is over with you, Joe.
Yeah.
These things are fleeting.
Yeah, they're very fluid, right? Very
fleeting.
Fleeting. Okay.
Yeah. And they're fluid as well.
Yeah. Oh boy. Jody seems completely zen because with everyone fighting, the heat is finally off of him. Yeah. Hey. Well, duh. Right?
So, well, maybe I manage, or maybe I have compromised my journalistic integrity by not playing that. But there's something I still have, and you don't get this with all reporters. Even if I don't have journalistic integrity, I still got my head of distinguished, refined-looking, rapidly graying hair.
I wish Umi would get back in here. I honestly do. I wish Umi would get back in here. It'd be awesome. It'd be awesome.
All right. Well, for people who are not Vega fans, my apologies to you, but we got more Vega here.
Oh boy.
Yeah. This is actually a week old. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a regular thing, but the last 2 Fridays, Vega has consumed a craft beer. We did not play it last week. We're going to play that first one. Well, not a first one, but we're going to play it last week's tonight. We're a week behind. Now, he did one yesterday called Craft Beer Friday. So I don't know if that's going to be a regular thing or not. I'm guessing no.
Mm-hmm.
But last night he drank a Dogfish 60-minute IPA. Okay. We're gonna play this one because it's one that I've never heard of. It's from what I assume is a brewery near him in Tennessee, and this one's kind of interesting. So we got a lot to play here.
All right.
So we just start at the very beginning.
Okay.
And I give Vega credit for trying this stuff, but he's drinking too many IPAs. He needs to find some other styles, which may be tough for him.
To venture out a little bit, and yeah, because you can get in that IPA rabbit hole. I'm sorry, Bum. What was the time?
Right at from the beginning.
Oh, right from the beginning. Okay, so we've got Animal Frequency. It looks like.
Yeah.
Let's look that up real quick and see what we're working with here.
I think I looked it up after he made the video. I don't think it's rated real high.
What are we? Crosstown Brewing. This looks.
Yeah,
like,
that's it.
Okay. So 2,752 total. 10 in the last 30 days. 5%. Classified as a New England hazy IPA. 5% ABV. No IBUs rated. 3.5% bottle cap, 3.5 bottle cap rating, which is average. It's not terrible. not rush to the store and go get it. Not write to your mama about it, but a solid, decent beer.
Mm-hmm.
Say hello to Animal Frequency Hazy IPA, our newest addition to our year-round lineup. It's tropical and fruity without being bitter or harsh. The mouthful accentuates the citrus notes, and the dry finish leaves you ready for another. We'll do some photos real quick so you can see that. I didn't do it the right way. I need to hit the see all so that you can see all the photos. Here we go. Now we can see them roam right after another. Get a better look at the can before we lead into his video. There we go. Great look at the can. The labeling is nice. The artwork is nice. Tennessee beer, right? Memphis, Tennessee, it looks like. So that's in his wheelhouse right there. Decent looking beer, mildly hazy. I wouldn't call that too crazy, right? This isn't hazy at all. I hope this one in the middle wasn't it. That's not it. That looks a little better, but not ringing the bell a lot, right? Crosstown Brewing Company. Okay, 5% ABV. All right, good enough. We did our due diligence on that one, and we'll play from the beginning.
It's time. It's time to do a Big Foam inspired craft beer review.
All right.
That's right. I seen Big Foam's craft beer review today, and I thought, you know what? It's been a minute. Let me review a craft beer. Ladies and gentlemen, and bum, I give you Animal Frequency. No, those other two are in the house. You know I can't do a whole 6.
Neckbone, by the way, there. I mean, tacos here are like
this one
pizza
jumped
in
out
New
at
York.
me.
There's many
Look at that
places
can.
to get a good taco.
That is a cool fucking can. I mean, even if the brew is ass, the can.
Oh, what happened there?
The can.
Wow.
The can is fucking popping.
And so was he.
I mean, even if the brew is ass, the can.
Yeah.
The can is fucking popping. Animal Frequency. Crosstown Brewing Company. Straight off the dangerous streets of Memphis, Tennessee.
By the way, bum. Yeah, that's the CBC. Wasn't that us? Weren't we considered the CBC? That should be our beer right there. That should be our brewing right there. That's got our labeling on it.
Yep.
That was given to us by someone we know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
5% alcohol by volume. I don't see anything on here about
I feel like we should be putting out right now. I feel like you're breaking news, bum, and we should be sending out a cease and desist. We were the original CBCs here. You know, I feel like we've been the CBCs given to us by someone we know close to the show, whether he wants to admit it or not. We were the original CBCs, God, for well over 10 years now. Has that brewery been around for 10 years?
That I'm not sure about. Didn't research that deep.
Yeah, we've got them right here. We we should at least do our due diligence and look them up a little bit. I don't know. Crosstown Brewing. I don't know how long. It doesn't. You know what? It doesn't say when they started, does it?
Not on Untapped, no.
Not on Untapped, it doesn't. Yeah. But 181 beers. They've probably been around longer than 10 years if they've had 181 beers. I would assume. And it's not like we would have any rights to any damn thing anyway. Dog Days Pink Lemonade. How about that for a shandy? Dog Days Pink Lemonade Shandy. What do you think about that? That one has a higher rating than the IPA he's reviewing. 4% ABV. That one looks super thin. My God. But it probably does have some flavor. I don't know. Only 3 reviewed it. Man, that one's probably long gone by now. Here we go.
IBUs or BTUs or BDUs or I don't see any of that. So
Feel the BTUs.
Your typey on
Feel the
untap and
BTUs, exactly.
figure that shit out. All right. We're gonna put the cabbage out because Big Foam made a good point in his last craft beer review. I never thought about it like this, but now it's what I'm going with. You know, a lot of these. Oh, did I mention that this is a hazy IPA? Yeah, hazy IPA. And a lot of these IPAs, like Big Foam said, it tastes like eating a bag of fucking weed. I never thought about it like that before, but that's a perfect fucking analogy.
You know what, Bum? Now that he mentions it in that context, maybe that's why he keeps going back to IPAs, because it is related. Hops is related.
That very well could be why he is continuing to stick with them.
It might be that direct flavor that is familiar with the other thing that he likes to partake of.
Yeah.
Which I cannot partake of right now, so I am unfamiliar with that particular part, but to be continued.
Now, got a little bit of foam.
Which is a continuing, ongoing issue here with these beers. It's quite interesting. And just wanted to mention to you, Joe, this brewery opened in February of 2018, so they're only 7 years old.
Oh, cease and desist, or cut me in. Either way, kind of prefer the cut in part, right, Bob? We could actually add a real number in front of a zero somewhere.
I don't even own a beer glass.
That's
this
funny.
is as close I got.
A coffee mug.
Because, you know, I don't need no glass. I takes mine to the head.
Whoa.
But I got to see what a hazy IPA looks like.
Yeah.
So,
well, quote, hazy IPA.
Now, look, he's not pouring this in correctly.
Yeah. Some beers have a propensity to do that.
Holy crap, that's a lot of head.
That's what she said, yeah. That's why he's giggling like that, because that's what he was thinking.
That's a lot of head.
See? You know what? All of us have that 12-year-old, 13-year-old boy inside of us, right? That's the way it works.
Random.
Let me back it up.
That's a lot of head. Insert random WB.
Oh, he went there. Oh, wow.
Insert random WB.
Oh, that's north of 50-year-old guy cough right there, right? That's the cough that hits in, you know, and I can't talk too much trash. It might hit me in the next 5 seconds. That's what happens to us when you get that old guy cough, that old guy having to clear your throat.
That's a cough of a guy getting ready to turn 53.
Yeah, that is literally what happens. That there's no, you can try all you want to. It's gonna happen. And what's funny, Bum, is it happens in and around laughter, doesn't it? Like, if you start laughing, here comes the coughing. And the phlegm and the clearing your throat for the next hour. It's gonna happen, right? So I can't talk too much trash because I'll start. I must admit, I'll start.
Insert random WB. Slash Nordic Bones.
It
joke.
Doesn't make it not funny though.
Wow, I really dwarfed the fuck out of this.
Yeah.
Oh well. We'll just set this to the side for a second. Looks like orange juice. Smell. Smells like grapefruit. Smells like grapefruit. Grapefruit. Grapefruit.
Okay.
All right. Let's give it a try. Did I say 5% ABV? Yeah, this is 5%. So
Where are we at in the video, Joe, time wise?
We are right at 447 ish.
All right, might as well keep playing.
Yeah, well, I figured.
Oh yeah. Yep. It's got that thing. It's definitely got that thing.
What is that thing? I hope he'll explain.
Yeah. It's like chewing on a dime bag. But it's not horrible.
No, that's why he keeps coming
It's
back. That's why.
You definitely got the skunkiness, the hoppiness. But it's not overpowering. I think the 5% has a lot to do with that. I could be wrong, but if this was like a 7 or a 9 or God forbid 11, somewhere around there, semi-gayity.
Oh,
you know, but this, it's not bad.
Okay, you can jump ahead to 7:30.
Okay, 7:30. Gayidity, another Vegaism.
Yeah, I've never heard that one before.
Gayisity.
I'm not going to put a number on it yet until I take it in the can as well.
Whoa!
I'm not going to put a number on it yet until I take it in the can as well.
So he's literally admitting that takes it in the can.
That's what James Montana 29 said.
Oh. Okay, so he put in. Oh, look at that!
Good Lord!
Yeah. I wonder how cold these beers are too. That temperature might have had something to do with that, as well as just bad canning.
I'm in agreement with Nemo. I think that might have been a bad batch, and it certainly looks like it was not done fermenting before they packaged it.
Yeah, there's something going on there. Yeah, he should almost take that back. You know, but Mark had a 6-pack like that a while back. I've had one like that. Sometimes that happens. You know.
I swear I didn't shake this shit up before I come out here.
No, he more than likely didn't either. No. Oh, don't swallow it. Okay.
Let's see if it makes any difference in the can.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
He likes saying that, doesn't he? He enjoys that. He enjoys you thinking he's taking it in the can. By the way, I just opened this Miller and look what it did.
Not really.
But it's been sitting out here the whole show. What is this, an hour and 19 minutes in?
Animal frequency.
Okay, jump ahead to 10:30, Joe.
If you look real close.
That's kind of my point. The other Millers didn't, but that one, what are we? We're an hour 19 minutes into the show. I just cracked open this Miller. It's been sitting here with the others, and that one foamed up on me. You know what I'm saying? So just kind of wondering. All right, I'm sorry. What was it again?
10:30.
10:30. All right. Yeah, sometimes, not all the time, because he had very consistently all these beers did this. So it's probably a bad batch, but
I don't know if this shit got shook up at the store or what, but damn. All right, let's go ahead and put a number on it. Like I said, it's not great, but it's not horrible either. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a.
oh, no charge.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 6. Yeah, I think this is a hard 6.
Whoa.
You know, if it was just a little bit less piney, it'd be way better. Like I said, it's not horrible.
Vega describing a beer as piney. He does better than me with the descriptions.
He's doing. I was just thinking that he's doing. I mean, maybe not in relation to you, but I was thinking about himself as far as beer reviews. I'm like, he's doing a decent job of describing beers as he goes along here.
But yeah, I'm gonna start calling these weed beers.
Okay, I can get that. Yeah,
this is definitely a weed beer.
Although there are weed drinks now,
not bad.
So why not just
it's
have
a
those?
6. Craft beer.
Okay, jump ahead to 14:30.
I mean, I'd be curious to see what he thinks about the actual weed beverages.
Animal frequency. I'm keeping one of these cans. I think that can is just fucking.
Yeah, the can is
the
cool.
bee's knees.
The bee's knees. Okay. Well, out of all the descriptions he could have gave, he went to bee's knees.
Well, Joe, it's a phrase from the decade of the 20s. It just so happens it's from the 1920s.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll let it fly.
It's like some old 1940s.
Oh boy, here we go. Old guy cough.
1950s comic book shit. Craft beer.
Okay. And we'll interrupt this for a second. Lone Wolf is asking if anybody had the ghost pepper chicken sandwich from Popeyes.
No.
I have had it twice. It's spicy, but it's not overly spicy. It might be, these fast food, any of these fast food things, it's rare that you're going to find something super, super hot. For a fast food product, it's relatively spicy. But if you're a spice person and like the hot stuff, you'll be disappointed in the spice.
Yeah, underwhelmed.
It tasted good though. Tasted good.
For any of you that are wondering about Dave's Hot Chicken, I forget what they call it. Their ultimate one that they actually make you sign a waiver to order, and they give you the big long receipt that has the waiver on it and all the drama behind it. If you like heat, you're going to be underwhelmed. If you're one that isn't that used to heat, I could see you being like, oh, okay. But if you like heat, it again, like Bum said, it decent flavor.
Yeah.
But hot, it is not. But to each his own,
Yeah. Yeah, if you're into hot stuff, I would recommend it for the taste, and get it and pour some of your own, add your own spice to it when you get home.
You know, it's funny because I find certain hot honeys hotter than some of these hot particular spicy sauces that some of these places are putting on their. It's always a chicken, right? Some form of chicken or chicken sandwich that they are doing this to, right?
It seems that way, yeah.
Chicken wings or chicken sandwich or
Yeah.
a chicken patty of some sort or some sort of chicken part, but it seems to be some sort of sauce that they're coming out with that is hot, and you're like, oh, okay, we'll go try it, and you're like, but some of the hot honey is pretty darn.
Which I have yet to try. I have not tried any hot honey yet.
Oh, yeah, some of the hot honeys are spicy, not knock you over or anything, but yeah. All right, any more in this video?
Yeah, we have more. We left off at the bee's knees.
Mhm.
So go to 1535.
1535. Here we are. Oh. Oh. Oof.
I'm not gonna lie, folks. Getting a 40 of this down is fucking, it's rough.
Yeah.
It is rough. I feel like somebody's fucking shoved an umbrella down my throat and opened it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Go to 1810.
It sounds like it, you know?
Oh, with all that foam, I could imagine.
Yeah. It all that foam will make you just want to belch. You'll be so bloated. And that's kind of my point for pouring beers the way I do. I'd rather have it happen in that glass like he's showing right now than happen in my gut like he's expelling out of himself right now, because that's just uncomfortable. You know? Yeah, you know.
I mean, it's weird. This shit is like not moving.
It's not. What's that Belgian beer that pours like that?
I don't know, Sharon Address Show. Are y'all trying to fucking poison a pimp?
Now he's a pimp?
Animal Frequency.
Okay, and we'll wrap it up at 2050.
And now he's a pimp.
Poison a pimp.
Poison a pimp. Wow.
It gets a 6 for the taste. But the foam factor, Jesus.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Somebody's going to have to explain that to me. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was pretty bad. That was.
Yeah. Certainly not supposed to look like that or pour like that.
Yeah.
So, but basically, everything he said, as far as what he rated it and his description, matches what's on Untapped. That 3.5 is about, equal to the 6 score that he gave it.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So, yeah.
And that's without him going to Untapped. He had no idea what was happening on Untapped.
Yeah. So, Nemo mentions it's Duvel. Is that what you were thinking of, Joe?
Yes, Duvel.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But as he said, it's on purpose.
Yeah.
Certainly that animal frequency was not intended to pour like that.
What one wouldn't think it's supposed to.
Yeah. So we are going to wrap things up here, and this is going to double as our final word for the night.
Oh.
Now, we let off with Lone Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Warning, Big Rome, that things will eventually go sour with him and Steele. Well, I think it was less than 24 hours after he issued that warning. something happened on Steele's one of his live streams.
Oh boy.
So I guess Rome was contacting Steele, calling him or trying to get a hold of him in some way. And I will say this, Big Rome can get very enthusiastic at times.
Mm-hmm.
As far as contacting people. He can be very enthusiastic. So with that said, play this clip, Joe, to wrap things up. And this is a compilation of about a 20-minute section of the live stream. And I apologize for the sloppy editing of this, but this was done in haste because it was just going to be a matter of time until that live stream disappeared. So not the best edited, but gets the point across.
No critique of the edit whatsoever, as long as we get the content.
The content is there.
The content is what matters. So we're playing it from the beginning, I assume, correct?
Yeah, play the whole thing.
Yeah, I know you're calling, but I ain't picking up, Big Foam. I ain't picking up. Yep, you're calling, guy. I understand that, guy. I ain't picking up. God. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I know you're fucking calling. Wow. God, what? Go live. Go live. You want to make it about you, guy? Go live. Jesus Christ. Fuck. Yep, you're calling. Yeah, I understand that, asshole. Jesus. What, guy? What? What, guy? What? Jesus Christ. You just, yeah, what am I drinking on? Yeah, an IPA? Yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm live. What's the fucking chat? Jesus Christ. God. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up.
Wow.
Shut the fuck up. Yep, just shut the fuck up.
Wow.
Just shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Can't enjoy the fucking silence. Can't enjoy the fucking silence. Spam the chat. Spam the chat.
What got up his
Shut
panties?
the fuck up. God
Wow.
damn. Just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, asshole. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
Do us all a fucking favor and just shut the fuck up. But shut the fuck up.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Are you going live tonight? You know, you're texting me if I'm going live tonight, asshole. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Wow.
Just shut the fuck up. Do us all a favor and shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Shut the fuck up. You're just shit.
Wow.
God damn. Shut the fuck up. On. Shut the fuck up. No, God, make that video. Shut the fuck up.
Wow.
Damn. This, I'm in the chat. Shut the fuck up. That's all I ask is just shut the fuck up. Hey, shut the fuck up. God damn.
Oh my God.
Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ.
You know what? He's a religious man, isn't he? He really believes in his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
I've heard rumors he might be a Mormon.
Yeah. Oh. Mormon even.
I have heard rumors to that effect.
Christ. God damn. Shut the fuck up.
Well, Bum, that was excellent, my friend. That was no critique of editing whatsoever. Absolute round of applause for that video. That was phenomenal.
Neckbone thought it was a terrible edit, Bum. End quote.
Well, we consider the source on that one. That one's not bad. I don't wait. What is it? I called the guy and told him to unblock me. Not begging involved. No begging involved. Soy eater. There it is. The stupid burps. But no, I thought that was a fantastic. It's content, right? I thought that was solid in the name of keeping the content alive, right? It's solid. You know?
Yeah, it's, as far as I know, nowhere else to be found or preserved. So
thank you, Billy D. We appreciate it as always. Oh yeah, solid malt liquor report as always.
as we wrap up with our final bottle of Charo, actually, speaking of Rome, I have one in his our next potential trade package. So, but this is my final bottle of Charo Coochie Coochie.
Nice. Very solid. Very solid. Absolutely. So, now it is that portion of the show. We are done with the malt liquor report, and I feel like expressing myself. I don't know about you. I will let you take the stage first. Let you take the lead on this one because I've got some rants I would like to make about current driving situations.
I will let you lead off mainly because I got to go to the bathroom.
Oh, I will, my friend. Okay, look, all you bobos out there, okay, that don't know how to drive. This is okay. Look, man. All right. Okay. Look, I gotta drive in traffic for a living, right? Look, in Phoenix traffic, whatever metro area you drive in, wherever you drive, when you're getting on the damn highway, okay, when you're getting on a freeway, just know what speed you want to go. Don't hit your brakes for no reason when getting on the freaking freeway. When the speed limit's 65, don't be trying to get on the freeway at 35 miles a effing hour. Okay? Get up to speed. Be looking as it's your responsibility to merge onto the damn freeway. Okay? So be accelerating, get up to speed, look, okay, you could look and be observant of the flow of traffic and merge the F in.
So what you're saying, Joe, is I'm doing it wrong by on a on-ramp to a freeway. I'm doing it wrong by stopping at the end of the yield sign, coming to a full stop, and then just stepping on my gas pedal lightly and going 10 miles an hour, 15, 20, 20, 25.
Oh,
That is that's one of my top 10 driving pet peeves as far as people who do not know how to merge.
Look, and I recognize this isn't true for all parts of the country. In the West, we have a lot of very long on ramps and very long off ramps. Okay, and those things are there so that you can, get off, right, an exit ramp that is a half mile long, at least a quarter mile long, is made that way so that you can decelerate in a safe distance, right? But get off at speed, not slow down on the god blessed freeway when there's not a lot of traffic. I'm talking, traffic conditions being in a nice flow. of up to speed. If your speed limit is 65 miles an hour, everyone's going 65 miles an hour at least, right? And everybody's at speed and you're exiting. Don't effing slow down to 45 miles an hour on the freeway, on the highway. Take advantage of that nice long exit ramp, to get to decelerate. That's okay. Same thing with an entrance ramp. You're getting on the highway, nice quarter mile long. There's plenty of that here. In some places, you don't have that luxury, which means it's even more urgent to get up to speed. Okay. Right, bum? And for God's sakes, don't hit your Oof. Don't be going 30 miles an hour trying to get on the freeway. Don't be overhitting your brakes trying to. What am I? What am I? Oh. Look, be prepared. Prepare yourself. If you work early and it's still dark when you're doing these things, just prepare yourself mentally, man. Look, there's going to be lights. You should be skilled enough, I would hope, to know that, when lights are coming, people's headlights and what that looks like and how that feels. If you get up to speed, it's a lot safer for everybody, right? It's a lot right? Like,
Yeah, like I said, yeah, and yeah, entrance ramps and exit ramps. People hitting their brakes when they could be over in the exit lane. Yeah, drives me nuts. Something I've been noticing, this isn't really new, but I've had it happen a few times in the last month or so. This may not necessarily apply to you, Joe, in your job, but in your personal driving, you may have noticed this. I swear, it seems to me it just seems like there are so many people. If you're driving on a multi-lane road where somebody's beside you briefly, either you are passing them or they are passing you. But it seems like when they decide to get side by side with you during that brief time is the time when they decide to get about within 6 inches of your vehicle. Only when they're right next to you. Once they're past you, they're back fully in their own lane. But when they pass you or you pass them is when they decide to drift over right up against you to the point of it being dangerous.
Yeah, I've noticed more and more there are people that just love being next to you for some reason. And that's a bad place to be. You shouldn't feel that comfortable unless you're in some thick traffic that happens to be flowing. I get it, right? Like, there's no avoiding that. But when you're in a nice flowing traffic situation, just keep flowing, keep with the flow of traffic. Yeah. And dear God, please pay attention. Look ahead of you, pay attention. Okay. Another thing that I would like to focus on is a lot of us use our GPS, right? A lot of us use our maps and all these sorts of things on our phones, right? Look, please do that. We all need to know where we're going and the route. Okay. Please look up all that stuff before you put your car in drive. Okay? Please look at your route. Look at the alternative routes. Make sure you pinch and zoom and do all the things and look at the little intricacies of your route. Okay? What street is that? A lot of us are going to the same places routinely, whether that routine be once a month, a couple times a year, you have to go to this particular place and that sort of thing. But you're still familiar enough with that route All you're trying to do is really figure out, okay, is the traffic right? Is that right? How long is it going to take to get there? Familiarize yourself with the exits. Okay, I'm going to need to, get on this highway west. All right. At this particular point in my route. Okay. Please do all that while you're parked. Okay.
That's asking way too much of a lot of people.
Please.
I know people who will just go by the GPS. They don't even know whether they're headed east or west. I always make sure I look on a map and see it's second nature to see what general direction I'm headed. These people don't even know what direction they're going in.
Yeah. Please just take a minute. Okay. And kind of practice if you can, if you will. It's a good idea to practice. I don't know. They have these things on streets, and I realize it's not 100%, okay? But for the most part, there's these things that I don't know, many decades ago, they put up these things called freaking street signs. All right? They still have them up. You look, the street name's on there. If you look, you'll know where to effing turn. Okay? Put the goddamn audio on it on your freaking navigation device. It'll tell you, make a left up here. Look at the street sign. Don't look over here. Don't look over here. Don't look over there. No, have the audio on it. Listen to it and be keeping your eyes on the road and looking at the sign. There's the sign. It verifies what I just heard, the sign. Okay? You're going to make a left in 250 feet. All right? You heard it. You know that 250 feet's coming up. There's the left. I can freaking see it. Trust your eyeballs, man. Oh.
And for God's sake, learn to read a map. be it on your phone or be it a paper map, which I know nobody except me still looks at. I use my phone, but I always, in case that phone malfunctions for some reason, I still got my passenger door thing filled with local maps, just in case. I remember this is decades ago, pre-phone, pre-everything, when you had to go by maps. I wasn't sure where I was headed, and a buddy of mine, I was like, look at the map. Let me know if I'm going the right way. He's holding the map, and I guess he couldn't grasp the fact that I knew we were headed south. So he's looking at the map, and he turned the damn map upside down. I was like, don't do that. You have to read a map upright.
Yeah.
Just because we're headed south doesn't mean that the direction on the map south is, up.
Right.
So my other thing is where there's an obvious end to a lane coming up and they let you know in plenty of time, lane ends, and you're driving beside a person who is in that lane that's rapidly going to end, and they only come over when they are forced over, and they are oblivious to you. They're even oblivious to the fact that their lane is ending. Mm-hmm. They will come over because they're physically forced to come over, not even aware that they are shifting over to another lane and that they're driving in a lane that ends, and they will smack right into you, not even aware that they're shifting lanes.
1,000% correct. Yeah. The sooner you can make that transition over, just the smoother it is for everybody.
I look, like you said, be aware of what's going on the road. I look ahead and I will see a construction truck with a flashing arrow to get over or something, and it blows my mind how long it takes it to register with certain people. I'm surprised these people don't slam into these trucks that are parked on the road, because they do not see that until the last possible second. Then they jump over.
Yeah. Then right. Exactly. Oh man. Look, typically it's a yellow triangle with a black border around it. And whenever you see that yellow triangle, With the black border, it typically means something is happening with a lane ahead of you, right? So you see that sign, typically that means something's happening, losing a lane, or that lane's going to turn, something. Okay, that's what that sign is for, right? So just keep that in mind, please. Right? Keep in mind also, well, look, there's no need for you to literally a NASCAR thing is back in the day, people would be eating hot dogs and all sorts of different things in the stands at a NASCAR race, and some of these wrappers and things would fly out onto the track because people would just throw them anywhere. And so it became known that drifting would sometimes they would drift, someone would cut someone off just to purposely slow down in front of them to take the hot dog wrapper that was stuck to the front of their vehicle off, so it would knock that wrapper off so they wouldn't overheat, right? It'd be blocking the vents, right? Look, I promise you, my big truck will be fine. There's no hot dog wrappers, right? No wrappers whatsoever blocking any of the wind. There's enough wind coming into my vehicle to cool it down. I don't need you to cut me off, right? And slow down. For some reason, cutting off ain't enough. You got to slow down. Oh, please, look, just you're already faster than I am. Just naturally merge on over. There's no need to like get over within the first 100 feet of my vehicle. Right? You know what I'm saying? Please just kind of cruise on up and then get over. Look, I realize you're very proud of your motorcycle. Okay. Help me keep you safe. Okay. Help me keep you safe. Look, I know in tight traffic, all you hear is your pipes because you put these pipes on. You spend a lot of money on these pipes, and man, they're cool. They're loud. Everyone can hear me, except for me. I don't hear you, especially when let's say I'm pulling a 53 footer. Let's say I'm pulling a set of trailers. I don't hear you till you're damn near up to the cab of my truck. You feel me? So don't get overconfident that I hear you. Unless I have my window, matter of fact, I can have my window down and still not hear you till you're damn near right next to my window. Because all that noise is behind us. It's not in front of us, right? Once you pass me, then I can hear you. So please don't assume that I hear you and so I see you, right? Please don't. A lot of motorcycles do very stupid stuff around me. Very. I don't know if it's part of your adventure. I assume it is. To the point where I'll be on the slow lane here in the Phoenix metro area. I always have to keep an eye on the shoulder because I get motorcycles passing me on the shoulder. I don't know if I don't know what it is. I really don't. But motorcycles do stupid stuff around me. Maybe they think that they're so loud, they're cool. You're driving your new Harley. I get it. Big bagger. These things look cool. I get it. But man, please be aware. I don't hear you, man. And sometimes there's so much traffic, I can't focus on you in my mirrors like I would like. Okay. So please don't get overconfident, man. Please don't. Jody hates way station signs. I do. I hate way stations, but
I guess all truck drivers do.
Yeah, I mean, who's the truck driver going to tell you? Oh man, them things are freaking great. Yeah. I imagine there's someone out there, but yeah, no. I mean, come on, man. No one likes to be stopped. We all like to keep going. I don't mind a way station sign when it makes the little green light on.
I was going to say when it's not flashing, yeah.
Yeah, then I don't mind. Yeah, Nemo's got it right, man. Just do what you can. Now, not every circumstance is that way, right? But when you have a chance, the best thing to do is just keep going by us, man. Just Don't do anything crazy, but just keep going. You know, if you already see a big truck coming up, and you're at a nice little pace like my hand is now, just keep flowing, right? There's no so many people love driving next to big trucks. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'll see them in my mirrors, and they're at a nice steady pace, and I'm counting on you passing me. You don't know what's happening on the other side. Sometimes I'm looking up so far, I can see that next entrance ramp, and I can see multiple vehicles getting on. So I'm counting on your pace. You're going to pass me by the time I hit that ramp. I can get over a lane and let these people over. But sometimes they'll come right up to and just stay right there. Come on, man. Help me help the public, right? So then I got to hit my damn brakes because for whatever the reason, you feel like when you get next to me and I can look down in your damn vehicle and see what you're doing. And most of the time they just, oh, that's the time I need to look at my GPS. Kind of like Neri said earlier, like for some reason, Uber drivers and all these delivery drivers, they can be the worst. You know, you're like, come on, man, take a look at that before you leave, bro. I do, right? Oh,
How about when you're stuck behind somebody who's driving slow and you finally get a chance to go around and pass them, and as soon as you pass them, they speed up.
Oh, yeah. And
you get past them, and you're in front of them, and they eventually pass you up and then slow down again.
And slow down again. Exactly. Yeah. Now, in the truck, I don't have too many of these luxuries. Now, I drive these big green trucks. Many of you know who I work for. If you see one of us, we're governed at 70. I can only go 70. Some of our trucks can still only go 66. We're governed at something, right? So if you're going this constant up and down, but you're not quite going more than 69, I can't even attempt to pass you. I'm committed to staying a safe distance behind you because you're not going slow enough where I can confidently get over and pass you and just keep going on with my drive. So keep that in mind. A lot of big trucks are governed at something. I can't go through every company and tell you their governed speed. I could tell you a few of them, but that might not be true in your area either, or that particular situation that you might run into a independent and he can go faster. But typically they're governed at something, you know, and it's typically somewhere 67 to 75. There's not too many more that can go above 75. There are plenty, but not a lot that are willing to go that far, that fast because of fuel. You know, fuel starts costing money, and you're just seeing more and more guys going slower, to tell you the truth, because fuel costs a lot of damn money in big trucks, man. It costs a lot of money, you know? So sometimes just the economics of it will force you to drive at a nice mellow speed. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to put all this information out there. Hopefully some people hear it and keep that in mind as they're doing their thing this coming week. Hopefully it makes a difference in some folks. Anything else you want to throw out there, Boom?
I've probably said this before, but the comparison I make all the time is remember when in order to use the internet, you had to have a computer and you had to have some computer knowledge. So that kept a lot of people off the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Now with these, where they've dumbed down the technology so much that anybody can get on here, and everybody does. So now this is flooded with morons. The internet is flooded with morons. I remember when I was a kid, my dad bitching about how many drivers that there are on the road who should not be because they dumbed down driving with the invention of the automatic transmission. And when I was young, I did not understand what he meant. And now I do.
Mm-hmm.
They dumbed down driving to the point where anybody can drive. And
Mm-hmm.
it just shocks me, the people that I have known and seen who I was shocked to find out that they actually have a driver's license. I was like, this person's not capable of driving, and they have a driver's license. And that's the problem with the roads now. You do have a lot of people who should not be on them.
The worst technology that's ever hit our American highways is the automatic transmission. 1,000%. The automatic transmission allows you the luxury of flipping through this.
That's another point too. Yeah.
Now, and you might be able to notice that difference in the big trucks in your area. More and more and more big trucks are automatic these days. They don't have sticks no more. That's one of those differences. I've been driving trucks for 30 years, literally 30 years. This is my 31st year of driving trucks. Right now, 25. It's only in the recent 10 that there are drivers now that can't drive a stick. There are CDLs that literally put it on there that they can only drive automatic transmissions. Right? They never did that for your standard driver's license, but for big trucks, they do. There are people that have that restriction on their CDL. They can only drive automatics.
And I had absolutely no idea that there were trucks that were automatics.
Yeah, most of them are.
Wow.
Most of them are. And that's led to worse and worse and worse truck drivers, honestly.
Yeah.
I do not trust other truck drivers these days as well either. They're horrible. We have them. I realize there are states where we're very restricted. You can't get into certain lanes of traffic. That's a very common thing in metro areas, right? In order to control traffic. I don't like these things, but it is a thing. Here in Arizona, it's not like that. The problem is I'm starting to see guys getting over into the carpool lanes. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me, bro. DOT catches you out there, you're effing screwed. But they're doing it, And I'm like, I'll look at them like, we frequently will look at each other, if not just to wave as you're going by or something. Usually that's been a courtesy my whole trucking career. But guys won't even look at you now. A lot of them will use towels to cover up the window. They use towels or other things to cover up the window, the driver window. I'm like, what the hell? There's all these things. And they won't look at you, man. You're like, this cat, I was on the 17 South here the other day, and he started coming by me on the carpool lane. I'm like, what? Are you nuts? You know what I'm saying? I looked at him like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I literally looked at him doing this. Bro, you serious? He was in a dry bulk tanker. I don't know if you know what that is, but that's what I'm like, bro, and he kept on cruising. I'm like, you're a freaking idiot. I'm going to hear about you on the news, fool. You're one of them drivers. I'm trying not to be that driver. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. But hey, man, I am at the end of things and I recognize that. And sometimes frustration is just that. You're like, I've been doing this long enough and I know I can see the light. The light is getting bigger at the end of the tunnel. I can see that. So some of that might be just that frustration,
Like, and hopefully everybody puts their headlights on in the tunnel. And hopefully people don't change lanes in the tunnel.
Okay. One last thing. Thank you, Bum. One last thing. We have these new vehicles and we think that because we see the dash lights on in the car, that our actual real lights are on. And it's actually just the daytime running lights. You don't have any rear lights. You don't have any rear lights because your lights aren't on. That can be equally dangerous. So just please do what you can. Make sure in your new vehicle. I know we're used to all this automation. The technology is making us more and more lazy, right? We just have gotten out of certain habits that we used to have. Please make sure your lights are on when you're driving at night. You know, sometimes that nighttime means that little hour or 2 hours early in the morning before the sun comes up. Please make sure your lights are on just to keep yourself safe, okay, at a minimum, okay, so no one runs into you, please. But that's another good point, Bum. Absolutely. Dear God.
Oh, I could go on and on and on.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I'm not the last. I'm not the last, man. Trust me. But you know, driving. Period. There are many good drivers. The problem is on a daily basis we run into mostly good drivers. We really do. And the problem is you've run into and had so many interactions with so many good drivers, they don't stand out. The problem is it's that one a-hole that came by you and not only cut you off, slowed down so that it slowed down so that he could get off the freeway. And you're like, you freaking couldn't do that in the 2 miles that's behind me? There's nobody there.
Well, just like that video with Victor Wooten, Joe, that I recommended to you, where he gave that commencement speech at that college, which you did watch. If you recall, he goes, it's easy to focus on the one or two people. He goes, if somebody cuts me off, on my way here, I'm going to curse all the drivers in Boston because of that.
Yeah. And that's what sticks in your mind is that like Lone Wolf is saying, you got a problem, fool, in Joe D voice, right? Like that. That's what sticks in your mind is that last idiot, right? But because you've had tens at a minimum, tens of really good interactions with other good drivers that did the right thing, made correct this and that's, or in front of, around you, and back of you, and that just goes by. But it's those few idiots, right, that do things that stand out, right? You're like, and I wish that I was telling my daughter earlier this week as well. Because she was kind of asking me for numbers on how many people rudely cut me off, meaning just cut in front of me and slow down. I told her it's got to be, if I had to put a number on it, and I'm not kidding, it's got to be daily. Now, mind you, I drive, 8 to maybe 9 hours a day, right? It's got to be 50 to 70 times a day. I mean, it's that many, man. It's oof. It's to the point where if I have time and I can see in my mirror, I can spot who's going to do it. And it's all types of people, all types of age ranges. I wish I could blame it on just younger people, and it's all types. Bum, I'm going to tell you something, and everybody else here listening as well. And I might get some heat, but I'm going to put it out there anyway. I don't know what it is lately with Tesla drivers. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I used to have a thing for Subaru drivers, but there's so many damn Subarus these days that it's a big mixed bag. But man, lately Tesla drivers, I don't know, Bum. Have you experienced this as well?
No, I don't even see that many Teslas around here.
There is Teslas are damn near like Toyotas out here, man. There is a lot of them. But who's this Fox, man? Blame it on the blacks. What the hell is that? Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. That's it. I'm out of here. Victor Wooten will be stopping by next week to play a bass solo and give tips on how to handle road rage. Yeah, he was pretty good, man. I'll take a bass solo from that guy, right? Yeah, dear God. Yeah, I don't know what it is lately with Tesla drivers, man. They've been god awful. God awful. The amount of people too that will, the white lines when you're coming to a major interchange between two major highways, you got the big flyover ramps happening, and right before that V starts happening, the white lines, and it really gets big at the end, and you're starting to come to where landscaping starts. I don't know how many Teslas are cutting across that to oh crap, that's I gotta get on that.
Good God.
At the insane last minute without any sort of, caution to anything. What the effect of you wrecking into the divider that you're narrowly missing, because if you hit that divider, you're going to spin, you're going to do something that's going to affect that vehicle. And sometimes it's not always me, but that vehicle's in front of me. You know what I'm saying? And if you wreck into them, I've got to do what I can do to slow down to make sure I don't hit that vehicle. Whew. It goes on and on and on. Nemo was talking earlier about 347. Don't even get me started on 347. Highway 347 is freaking so dangerous. People living in Maricopa, God bless your soul. I don't know. I know why you think you're moving down there, because affordable housing is down there. Bum, it's 13 miles from Interstate 10 to get from the 10 on 347 down to Maricopa. It is some of the most dangerous road you can take, man. It is ridiculous. It is a 4-lane state highway divided for, 2 travel lanes each way. There's no plans for the state to do anything about how dangerous this road is. And they're building and building and building and building and building more and more and more in Maricopa. So there's more people moving there because, the median house price in Phoenix is it goes up and down, but it's somewhere around 550. I mean, I get it. People are moving down there because houses are starting around 400. They're moving out as far as Florence. There's some subdivisions near Old Florence that are an hour and 15 or 20 minutes outside of Phoenix, and they're starting in the 200s. Now, I get why people are moving, high 200s. I get why people are moving out there, but it's creating all this traffic in areas where it didn't used to be. But 347 still has wild horses. It's very dark at night. If you hit one of those horses as they're crossing the freeway, that highway or so, it is. There's a lot of trucks because there's a dump. So there's a lot of these bulk trash trucks. I don't know if you're familiar with those look like, Bum, but there's a lot of bulk trash trucks going down there. So there's a lot of truck traffic going down there, and there's so much construction. There's a lot of cement mixers, a lot of dump trucks, belly dumps, end dumps, and you name it. There's some major dairies down there. So we have these incredibly huge tankers that go down there to bring the milk back up. It goes on and on and on. There's a lot of trucking goes up and down that 347. So everything Nemo said is laid out correctly. It's dangerous. It really is. But it's not just because of the trucks. There's tons of construction guys, contractors that could give a damn about driving. You know what I'm saying? They're towing trailers. Stuff is falling off ladders. All kinds of stuff falls off their trailers regularly. Whew. Crazy. Anyway, we're out of here, guys. We'll see you next week. I am pretty sure. Let me check my calendar real quick, Bum, because I already know that I'm missing a day in March. I haven't programmed those shows in yet, but I already know that I'll be missing a day.
Do you know what day it is right now?
It might be the 29th, but now that I'm looking at it, I'll have to get back to you.
Okay.
I'll have to get back to you on that. But it might be the 29th.
Okay.
But I will get back to you on that. Okay. But just right now in pencil, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right, pal. We'll see you, man. Peace out.